I'm going to explain an idea that will help you learn and understand and apply every single piece of information, knowledge to completely transform your life. And it's not a new idea, but it's something that I've become aware of. Dr. Maxwell Maltz, around 1960, and that's the concept of self-image. You see, you and I, we have an image of ourselves. It's how we see ourselves. When you look in the mirror, there's a reflection coming back from the mirror. That's the reflection of your physical being. But that's not how you see you. Instead, you see you in your mind. You see you in your mind. You see, one of the great mistakes that most people make is they're attempting to change their body, they're attempting to change their relationship, they're attempting to change their income, their finance, they're attempting to change something outside of themselves instead of changing something that's inside with themselves. But most of us have trapped ourselves in an old self-image and never really update who we are today. So then when you go and learn a new skill, when you go learn a new ability, a new idea, but we're stuck in this self-image. This is who I am, and that's why we never surpass it. Let me give you a metaphor. This will make sense for you. Let's say in this room that we set the thermostat at 70 degrees. Let's say that 70 degrees is a metaphor for your comfort zone. Not your goal, not where you want to be eventually, but what you're comfortable with. 70 degrees is the amount of love and passion and connection you have in your personal intimate relationship. Again, not your goal, but what you live with regularly. 70 degrees is the amount of money that you need to make to be comfortable. Not your goal, what you're comfortable with. Let's say the temperature drops to 65 degrees. Now what happens is your brain goes, hey, I'm a 70-degreer, not a 65. The heater's kicked on, you feel there's a drive and there's this urge and you want to do something about it. How many of you ever experienced part of life, maybe your body, maybe your income, maybe your relationship, where it dropped and you felt it's not good enough and you felt this incredible drive to do something about it? And from there, and you try something and it doesn't work, and you try something else and it doesn't work, and you try something else and it doesn't work. Now, after a while, nobody wants to be a disappointment. No one wants to feel like a failure in their lives. So what some people do is they lower the thermostats. They lower their expectations. They make their goals smaller, more realistic, more reasonable. Don't get your hopes up or you'll be disappointed. Well, maybe not. I'm not a 70-degreer. Maybe I'm a 65-degreer. Look at those 70-degree people. So arrogant. So full of themselves. They're probably workaholics anyway. I'm being smart. I'm cutting back. I'm downsizing. I don't want to burn myself out. I want to have more balance in my life. Now, before you know it, they're at 62. Then they're at 58. Now, by the way, when they're at 58, do they hang around with 70-degree people? No! They hang around with 50-degree people. So they feel better about themselves on a regular basis. Why do you think people watch reality TV? You know what? I thought my life is a mess. But look at these people on TV. Instantly, you feel better about yourself. Now, but you're at tax, obviously. You're not like that. You're an overachiever, yes? You're an overachiever. So when it's supposed to be at 70 degrees, you're at 65, what do? You do something about it, yes? You don't settle. You try it, you try something else, it doesn't work. You try something else, it doesn't work. You try something else, it doesn't work. You don't settle. You don't give up and you don't give in. If you hit a wall, you go around it, you go over it, you go under it, whatever it takes, you do it. And do you stop at 70 degrees? No, you keep going until you hit 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 99 degree, and your brain goes, hey, what do you think you're doing up here? You're not a 90-degreer. Who do you think you are? Get back to where you were. and suddenly you realize you're outside of your comfort zone. And then the heater stops and you lose your drive. And you begin to self-sabotage yourself. And you stop doing what got you there in the first place, and you start doing some dumb things, making some dumb decisions, until you get back to exactly where you think you deserve to be. So, you see, the strongest force in human personality is the need to remain consistent with how we see ourselves. So the image that we hold of ourselves controls our successes and our failures, and also impacts every single area of our life. We become self-prisoners of our own self-image. We become self-prisoners of our own self-image. We all act consistent with who we believe we are. So why great ideas alone are not enough to succeed? Why don't we do things that we know deep down that are good for ourselves and good for others? Now, why am I sharing this with you? See, we all know what it takes to change and transform and better our lives. The how-to is usually not that complex. It's not that complex, but that's the first place that everybody looks. It's the human nature. If I want to lose weight, how do I do it? I want to grow my business, how do I do it? How do I do it? If there's any gift that I came by to give you today, and is to remind you what you know deep down already, and do something about it. Promise yourself that you would just take one idea, just one idea, and apply it in your life. Do one thing that you don't normally do, just one. Your mind would go, oh, I don't do this. I just did it. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I'm more. Who knows? Right there, you start to alter and expand your self-image. Ask yourself 3 questions. Who do I have to be to dream again? And who do I have to be to live the life I want? And who do I have to be to produce the results I want? Yes, that's the question. Who do I have to be to produce the results I want? When you have the answers to these questions, you will have the key to make your great ideas succeed.